We're live. Where are we? I need to see you. Okay. All right. Can you see me?
I can
There
see
we
you.
are. Hi. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a meditation a day with Enlightened World Network. I'm Niobe Weaver. I'm your host today. And I am absolutely, my heart is thrilled and singing to be here with our beloved Anayah Joi Holily. Welcome, welcome, Anayah. How are you?
Thank you. I'm so happy that we're sharing this together. This is really exciting because you and I have such a beautiful connection.
We do. We
Mm.
do. We do have a beautiful connection. And what I'm wanting to share with everyone today is about the fact that Anayah is bringing out a long time due, her book, The Angel Code. And you can see the cover behind her there. And I am just so thrilled and excited for her about her bringing this out. It's already available. We're going to talk about that, about how you can get it through her website. And so, Anayah, I would just like to have you share how this started, and then what are the angels going to share with us today in a meditation?
Well, I've no idea about the meditation. You know
Well,
me.
they'll
I
bring
never
you
know.
all day.
I never know. Actually, I never know until I'm sitting and it's coming through. And I've learnt to accept that. And my head will tell me, "Oh, you're not prepared." You know, that's like. But I just go with it and let it unfold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do? And that's what I'm asking. You're connected with the angels at this time, right here and now. And so do the angels wish to talk about the angel code?
Mm-hmm.
And what is the angel code? Actually, you know what? Let's do that.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the angel code because this is what on all this past year that you've been bringing angel meditations to us and messages to us through Enlightened World in our meditation a day. And now I think it is just so absolutely appropriate, and the timing is perfect, that here we are in December, a year later, and here is your book and about the angel code. So share with us, what is the angel code, Anayah?
Oh, thank you, Niobe. Well, the angel code, the name of the book is The Angel Code, Journey into the Words Whispered to Me. So when you're searching, you need to search that whole name, but I'll tell you how you just go to my website. You go to theangelcode.com. I had so many people requesting to pre-order the book, and since that wasn't available, I asked the angels how could I honor that with people, and so I've made the links privately available to those who requested it first, right? So they could be among the very first people on the planet to hold a copy of this amazing material in their hands. So that will all change later on this afternoon. I'm in Brisbane, Australia. It'll probably happen while you guys are asleep. And the links on my website, theangelcode.com, will be available for everyone. So, wow, I was in a pretty bad place. I was in pretty bad shape, actually, emotionally, spiritually, 20 years ago. And a friend lent me a book, and it said that I could ask the angels to give me messages in writing, and I would know what to write. And so I thought, I didn't actually think anything. I just felt it. I thought, I'm going to try that. And it felt right to me. So I did. I asked them a question one night. And the question I asked them, because I was in this real place of struggle with this, because I knew I wanted to have a more spiritual experience, and I didn't really know what that looked like or meant for me, but I knew I wanted it. So I asked the angels, is it possible to live a spiritual life and still enjoy all the earthly riches, right? Enjoy all the beautiful things that I enjoy, to experience both. And what they came through with, Niobe, it just changed my life forever. And that feeling was so magnificent. I kept going back for more. And in the beginning, I call it the voiceless voice. I could hear it in my right ear. I could hear this, you know what that's like, Niobe, that voiceless voice?
Yes.
And
yes.
yeah, you do. I know you do. But only one word at a time would come through. And there were long stretches of silence. And at the time, I actually didn't even realize that any of the words were connected or made any kind of sense. But I kept writing and listening. And it felt so, I'd never felt a peace like that. I'd never felt a comfort like that. I'd been searching my whole life to feel that. And all of a sudden, I asked and it was there. So when I closed the book that night, I went to sleep and I didn't even read it because I believed it was just nonsense. But I kept doing it because it felt so beautiful, Niobe. And a couple of weeks in, I read it. And if it hadn't have been in my handwriting, I'd never, ever have believed that that's what they were telling me. It was almost like they were telling me in code, which they were, because I wasn't ready to hear the message in its entirety. I needed the code of it. And so this was in January 2001. And for between then and I think it was March 2002, I kept writing. I kept asking. I kept going into that place with them and I kept writing, faithfully recording every single word they said, whether it made sense or not. And then 15 years, let me just see. And then 15 years, I think it was 15 years and 4 months later, I asked them another question. And I wrote what they told me. And it was really interesting. They asked me to publish it. I said I would. I did nothing about it for many years. It was like, you know, I had no confidence, absolutely no money. I don't have a publisher. I don't have money to publish the book, Angels. What do I do? And they said, do you have a manuscript ready? And I said, no. And I said, well, you don't need a publisher yet. That sense, right? So it took over 7 years to transcribe the messages because they showed me that I was the only one, with the exception of one other person, a very special person, who was to have anything to do with the transcribing, with the messages themselves at that time, because of the energy signature was so powerful. They're showing me like water in a glass. You don't want to water it down, right? Because it's amazing. When you don't have anybody else proofreading your material, it's incredible how you will write what your brain says, this is what I would have said, you know?
Right, right.
So it took 7 years of combing through it time and time and time and time again until I thought, right, I've got it. And there were still so many things that I had changed inadvertently, which I picked up in the very last edit, if you will. And then one day I went down to the letterbox and it was $5,000 in it with a note that said, I need a little sip of water. That said, we hope you use this on something that will bring you joy.
Oh my goodness.
And just about 2 days before that, I had received an email from Balboa Press offering a deal on their biggest package for self-publishing with them, and it came to just under $5,000. So, like I said, I had nothing. I had no money. I didn't have a cent to my name. It never occurred to me to do anything else with that money than to pay for the publishing of the book, which is what I did immediately. And then 5 more years went by. And I kept thinking, it's time, it's got to be time. And every time I went into it to try, and it wasn't time, I could feel it. And so I just waited, and I waited until they said, Anayah, it's time.
It's time.
Mm-hmm. And so that began a whole new journey for me, a journey of facing so many limiting beliefs I had about myself, still do have some, of course. The fear that I would fail, the fear that people would think I was an idiot, because there are some messages in here, and I've called them, they use their own spelling. They've made up a few words, right? You'll understand it completely when you read it. And I've called that part creative spelling and mystery messages. It's all about trust. I explained that in the beginning of the book. And from then on in, it just really flowed. But going back to that really amazing person, I was telling her about a vision I had. She's a really talented editor and loves to work with people publishing spiritual material. And I was actually going to have her edit the book. And then they showed me that that wasn't her function. Her name is Wendy. She is absolutely a spectacular human being and gorgeous soul. And I told her about a vision I had of a woman walking into a bookstore. And this is how I knew my book will be in bookstores as well. And I saw her walk into a bookstore, and she'd had no hope, Niobe. She'd lost all sense of hope. There was no comfort in her life. And everything about her was drab. All the color had kind of leached out of her, and everything about her was like gray. And I can describe her even to this day, the color of her hair, the shape of her face. And she found herself going to a section in the bookstore. She was just wandering aimlessly, but she found her feet taking her there. And she was kind of surprised because it was the spiritual section, the inspiration section. It's not a section she would ever dream of going to normally. And she reached out and she ran her hands along the spines of the book. And she stopped on mine.
Oh
and she
my.
pulled it off the shelf and she opened it. And it was like a movie where this light, this golden light was beaming out of this book, and it was full of musical notes. And all of these notes and this light entered her aura, and it found matching parts to her. And they came together and rejoiced. And all the color came back into her world, came back into her heart, opened. She knew she was loved. And she'd never really felt that before.
Oh my goodness.
It was.
Oh my goodness, what a vision of confirmation.
Yeah. And I told Wendy about it, and she said, Anayah, yeah. And it is the confirmation. It is that when people come together, don't they, in ways that you can't imagine. When I told Wendy about it, she said to me, Anayah, that's the code. They're the codes, those musical notes. And I didn't even realize it had a code. I didn't realize there were codes. I didn't actually realize that. When Wendy said it, all this information started downloading. I was ready to receive that massive download. Hence the angel code, journey into the words whispered to me.
That is heavenly. That is, that gives my heart hope. And that's what is so needed right now. So very needed right now. Um,
in ways that it's never been needed before globally. It's always been needed in various parts of the world. In all of our hearts, we've always needed this comfort and this tenderness. However, we need it en masse right now. And I look back and see exactly why now's the time that it needed to be released, right? I understood it. All of a sudden, it was like, well, I can't believe I ever questioned you.
Absolutely. It's, there is divine timing, absolute divine timing. And then it was a thing of, and you didn't push the river. You didn't push the river. Well, oh no, I got it. You know, it's got to be, no, you listened and you went with it. You went with the flow of what they wanted, and you trusted. And that's something for, as we were talking before we came on this evening, of how, oh my goodness, the angel code, your work, light workers, it's so desperately needed right now. And it will be for quite a time to come. Yeah, this is not just a moment. This is a great deal of time that we're all looking at.
Yeah.
So so what would, in honoring of this story of your journey of coming into from one word to two, to then it became more words, and then it became a flow, and the flow then moved you into coming into growing into it within yourself, you coming into a place of a confidence and pushing forward and moving forward and saying yes. You just kept saying yes. You just kept saying yes. And in honoring this evening, that this, this spectacular culmination is at this perfect divine timing. What's a meditation that you feel, what do the angels want to offer to our community for a meditation tonight?
It's all about comfort, they keep saying. They call the angel code a blanket for the weary. I know, I get so moved. I become so incredibly moved. And it is a blanket for the weary. And I tell you what, I've been very weary throughout my life. Feeling very downtrodden and disheartened. And I can see how much it's moving you too. And
everybody's pretty weary right now.
Yeah. And I have been
Everybody
too.
is weary.
Absolutely. And the energy is so heavy as we move through this time and this period of time. I mean, we're coming up to such an incredibly powerful, particularly powerful portal. What I've learned about the angel code is it isn't a book that one reads. It's a journey and an experience of love and tenderness, unlike anything I've ever experienced before. And I feel this morning, this is what we're going to be sharing, the angels through me.
Okay.
I will let you know that I often get very moved when I'm bringing this energy through. There are many times I'm just crying. I'm not crying. It's just that the energy is so big in my heart. It's like it overflows and it has to come out through my tears.
It comes out through our eyes, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's going to be a meditation, a journey into love and tenderness. That's what we're doing. They've just said a journey into love and tenderness. So everyone, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's just take a breath, and if you're driving or doing anything that requires your attention, you can come back at another time. Okay? And just allow yourself to be present where you are and settle in. And feel your body just as it is, where it is, and how it is. There's absolutely nowhere else you need to be. And there is nothing at all that you need to be doing or thinking about except being present here in a receiving state of this beautiful comfort and love. Oh, I can feel them so strongly from these beautiful, magnificent, generous, kind, loving, supportive angels whose entire purpose is to love you and to help you experience a love beyond anything you've ever dreamed of or thought possible. If your mind chatters away, that's okay. It's what minds do. Just breathe and feel you. And if you're ready, invite the angels into your mind, your emotions and your body, into your aura, into your very being, to fill you with the grace and magnificence that is perfect for you right now and will continue to grow from this moment forward. Are you ready for the journey? Are you ready to shed all the old, bit by bit and piece by piece? Just breathe. Breathe. For breathing opens the gateway, the portal, as they enter into your being through the molecules of oxygen and your permission. And feel a tenderness, a radiance of comfort behind you, as there is a magnificent angel standing behind you now, gazing at you with such devotion, such love and compassion. And complete and total acceptance of you. And they say, dear one, there is nothing you could ever have done which would make you unworthy, unlovable, unclean, in any way, for you are a magnificent beam of radiance, that glows far brighter than you ever could possibly imagine, comprehend, understand. And it is time for you now to begin the journey of acceptance of that very truth. For it is in your own acceptance and willingness to comprehend even the tiniest amount your own beauty and magnificence that you open to love in ways you've never experienced before. Our joy in you, our purpose is you. We are the breath you breathe. We are the love your heart beats. We are here. It is our job to help you, if you're willing, to come to terms with that. For as you feel unworthy, you close doors that we long you to fling open. Feel our tender embrace as we meld with you, as we comfort you in every moment, in all circumstances and situations, through each and every harsh or angry word or deed. We not see that. We not experience that. We are here to help you not see it, not experience it any longer. Shed it, drop it like a worn out shoe. Release it, for it does you no good. It takes you no further into love, only away from it, from the love that you experience and the love you accept, not the love we have for you that is undiminishable, undeniable, and the purpose for which we are created. You are our purpose. You are our light. And you are our joy. We sing your name into the universe with love and gratitude. As you begin to accept us, open to us, invite us, we are able to become more and more accessible to you, because that is what you allow, not because we don't allow it. We always allow. We are always with you. It is our joy and privilege Will you now invite us into your heart? Will you now breathe us in on your breath? Will you now begin to open to the possibility of your own magnificence? If you are willing, even the smallest amount, yes, we rejoice. If for any reason you are unwilling, we say, we wait as long as it takes. Our patience is endless, as is our love and devotion to you. Alone you are never, together we always are. As we reach around you now in an embrace of tenderness and care and love beyond anything there are words to describe the feeling of. And we leave you never. 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 Begin to feel your body again. Feel how you feel. Accept however it is you feel. And come back to this anytime. Your journey is cast. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel your heart beating. Feel your chest rising and falling, and begin to just move your toes, your fingers. Gently, gently move your neck from side to side. And whenever you're ready, simply open your eyes and take a moment and welcome back.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
What a
Oh,
beautiful, beautiful message, Anayah, that we're never alone.
we're never alone. And they are helping us to experience this in so many ways, not just through the angel code, in so many ways. And we're stepping into an energy of acceptance. Some of us are. It's up to us all to choose. We know that. And there's no wrong choice. The angels say there's nothing. We've never done anything wrong. We've never done anything wrong. We've made choices to further our own growth and journey.
Absolutely.
So,
That's what it
yes, we
is.
make these choices. You know, I can feel, I hope you guys can feel that beautiful angel's love. And it was so amazing, actually, because it was the angel on the book that you can see, but with long hair.
Hmm.
And I didn't really expect that. And that amazing photograph was taken for me by Ariana Blue, a wonderful photographer. I had no idea how significant that image was going to become.
It's a beautiful cover, by the way.
Yes.
It is a beautiful cover. I love
I
it.
love it.
Yes.
And when Balboa sent me the link for Shutterstock and I typed in my category, one of my categories, there were 52,000 images to look at. I just
Oh
said
my goodness.
that's what I said, oh my good God, how am I ever going to find an image? I said, look, guys, just take me to the image that you have for the book, because they'd shown me pretty much the book cover. I knew that angel was on it. I can't remember who it was. Someone said to me, I think it was my friend Robin Mills, Anayah, your face has to be on the cover. And then I realized, of course it does. It's Journey into the Words Whispered to Me, right? To share with you. And they took me straight to this image. And I, instead of handing it over to them, I did a mock-up myself, showed it to my daughter, Erin. She said, oh, I love this, Mum, but you need to move your image to this size, to this position. Boom, perfect.
It is. It is. Because it is. It's like she's right there whispering in your ear. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, and I just noticed it is my right ear. When you look at it in the photo, I didn't get that before.
It's your right ear.
So it was a combination of the angels, a vision they gave me, and my amazing daughter, Erin, who, when she gives me guidance like that, I know to listen. I know to listen. And I'm so grateful for that.
Well, how do we take the power of the meditation tonight and go to your book? Tell us how people can find a way to buy your book.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so easy now. The ebook is coming. Amazon takes time to, you know how they've got to redo all the text and the fonts because you get choices with that. So that's coming in a couple of weeks. But the book itself, oh, and the paper is beautiful. It is so beautiful. And the angels helped me to see that the font needed to be of a good size. It's a really good size, so people who can't see small print, it's there. The layout they showed me years ago. And the angelcode.com, all the links will be there. All of them. It's so easy. You can simply Google, go to balboapress.com in any country. It will automatically reroute you to yours. And if you search the angel code, Journey into the Words Whispered to Me, or my name, making sure you got the right spelling, it will take you straight to it. But the links are on my website, so it's really super easy. And I went and checked out postage, and it's really, really reasonable.
And your website's theangelcode.com, right?
Yes, theangelcode.com will take them to my website, which is angellight777.com, and has been for 13 years now. But it will take them to the Angel Code page. And by the time you guys in the US wake up in the morning, you'll be able to go and purchase it if you feel guided to do that. And I'll tell you what, I know this is blow my own horn, but your life will never be the same again. It will never, ever be the same again once you begin to work with the angel code, because it's a journey. And I have been experiencing these messages for 20 years in January. And I tell you what, Anayah, it just is incredible because they're always fresh. They're always new. And I'm seeing things in the code is working in my life, the codes. It's not just one code. So I am seeing so many things in those messages, even though I've read them 1,000 times, that I never, ever saw before. Because as you work with it, and your energy field begins to integrate with the codes that are specific to each and every human being on the planet. This is how amazing the angels are, right? They're specific to you as they are specific to me. So as we do this, as we work with it, we just have this, if we choose to, it's the experience. I can't even explain it, but I'm so grateful and actually deeply humbled that they've chosen me to be their scribe.
Their scribe and to be their earthly messenger.
Yes.
And it's always just such a high honor and a delight to be that, isn't it?
It really is. And it's wonderful because it's helped me to really stand in the truth that this book is not about me.
No, it's
Now,
about all of us.
read from the beginning, because I've put some important information in there, really important information. But this book is not about me. This book is the angel code. It is their book. So I've not even dedicated to anyone because I didn't feel it was mine to dedicate.
Oh, okay.
It's not my book. It is your book and your book and your book and your book and your book. It's dedicated to you all and to me. And every message in it, every teaching in it is a love letter.
It's a love letter and a blanket for the weary.
Blanket for the weary.
For the weary. And Anayah, I'm so happy that it was me. I'm just honored, and I'm so happy that it was me to be able to be here with you tonight. Tonight in the morning for you in Australia, to be the one to help be a part of an Enlightened World Network of bringing, debut your book and saying, here it is, it's ready. So
it's ready.
It's ready. So once again, theangelcode.com will take you to Angel Radio 777 to be able to get the book through Amazon. And as she said, the ebook will be a couple of weeks more, but it's something so special to be able to hold the book in your hand. So
it really is. And I've actually mainly put the links up, except for India. I've put the links up for Balboa Press because at the moment, that is the cheapest way to buy it.
Okay.
Because other places like Amazon set their own prices, right?
Okay.
But those links will come, but they set their own prices. And I saw one place, it's on, you can buy it for $1,000. It's like, why do people set those crazy prices? No one's ever going to buy it for $1,000, surely. Especially when it's, $12.99 US.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, well, again,
So,
thank you, darling, so much. Everyone, please share. You hear this word, and please share with others about Anayah's book, The Angel Code, a journey.
Journey into the words whispered to me.
To me. So, all right. Once again, thank you, Anayah. Thank you all for being here this evening. Much love and blessings, and have a fabulous day in your life. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Let's see.